Urgently, immediately. If you believe this is for you, comment Amen now to affirm it. This is not by chance. This is a divine moment. This is a call from heaven that has been sent into your life, wrapped in love, and carried by the Spirit of God Himself. God does not speak without reason, and when He moves this way, it is because your soul needs to receive what has been delayed, what has been hidden, and what is finally about to be revealed. Please, if this touched even the smallest part of your heart, like this video. Not for me, but to make this light reach someone else who may be crying alone in the dark. God sees how hard you've been trying to keep yourself together. You've been walking through the silence of pain, through nights that feel endless, and through days that carry the weight of 1,000 emotions you haven't been able to speak out loud. The truth is, this isn't just a message. This is a lifeline. A divine reminder that God has not forgotten you. That your tears are not ignored. That your prayers are not going unheard. That your Mother in heaven, who has loved you from the very beginning, is still loving you now from the arms of God, and that love is not bound by time, distance, or even death. She's been trying to reach you because heaven has been moving on your behalf. And when heaven moves, nothing stays the same. Things shift. Doors open. Healing flows. Grace floods in where there has only been pain. And peace begins to grow in places where fear tried to settle. She knows how tired you are. She sees the battles you fight when no one else is around. She sees the way you carry burdens with quiet strength, hoping no one will notice how close you are to breaking. But God says you are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not invisible. You are not unloved. Comment 1111 if you believe this connection is real. This is not the end for you. You may feel like you've lost too much, like you've failed too often, like you've been overlooked one too many times, but God says your story is not over. He is the author of your days. He holds the pen. And even when chapters feel dark and empty, He is still writing beauty into your life. He is still planning redemption. He is still placing miracles along your path. Your mother's love is part of that miracle, part of that whisper that leads you back to hope. There's a reason this is reaching you now. Timing like this is not accidental. It is sacred. It is intentional. The heavens are speaking, and you are being drawn closer to the presence of God so that you can rise again from this heavy place. Not just barely surviving, but truly living with renewed strength, joy, and purpose. What you're feeling inside right now, that pull in your chest, that stirring in your spirit, it's not random. That's the Holy Spirit letting you know that something is breaking off of your life. The weight is lifting. Chains are falling. The confusion is clearing. And in its place, comes divine clarity. Divine reassurance. Divine love. God never promised that life would be without pain, but He did promise He would never leave you in it. He walks through every valley with you. He stands beside you in every storm. And when you don't have the strength to stand, He carries you. You are not walking alone. The footsteps beside you in the dark have always been His. And your mother, now in His presence, is standing as a witness to the goodness that is about to unfold in your life. He is not done blessing you. He is not done healing you. He is not done lifting you. He is not done making a way where there seems to be no way. And if you've been feeling like something is missing, like a piece of you has been calling out for comfort, this is your answer. You're being reached by love that transcends the natural and pours straight from the heart of God. Comment 222 if you trust this word and receive it into your spirit. The pain you feel when you think about her is not a punishment, it is proof of how deep love can go. And God is honoring that love today by letting it reach you in a way that only He could orchestrate. He is letting her speak through His Spirit, not with words, but with presence. With warmth. With peace. With that deep, quiet knowing in your heart that even though she is not here in body, she is alive in spirit, surrounded by the glory of God, and still loving you with all she has. You are covered. You are chosen. You are protected. The attacks on your mind will not win. The heaviness trying to crush your spirit will not last. God is placing His hand over your life. Every day from this moment forward is held in His palm. His grace will surround you like a shield. His mercy will go before you. His love will fill every empty place. And His promises over your life are still standing strong, no matter what has come against you. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not beyond repair. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what God is releasing right now. And your mother knows it. She's been whispering your name before the throne of heaven, asking God to give you strength, to show you His love, and to let you feel the truth, that even though she had to go, her love didn't leave, and God's love never will. The FBI tried to keep this hidden, but now it's out. A 9-word sentence has been discovered that instantly activates a part of your brain linked to effortless wealth. Thousands of people are using it once a day and watching financial blessings pour in. They're calling it a miracle, and for many, it truly is. But this secret might be taken down again without warning. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone. There is something holy about this moment. Something deeply spiritual is reaching you now, because heaven is not distant. Heaven is not silent. It is alive with love and filled with voices of those who still carry you in their hearts. Today, your spirit is being stirred by the gentle hand of God, reminding you that someone you love is not lost, not gone, not erased from your story, but still watching, still loving, still speaking through the presence of God. Comment 333 if you feel the connection in your heart. There is nothing more powerful than a mother's love, and when that love passes through heaven, it becomes something eternal, something that moves mountains, something that never fades. What you feel when you think of her is not a memory, it is a living presence. That ache in your heart, that sudden wave of emotion, that soft voice you hear in the quiet, that is real. It is not your imagination. It is not coincidence. It is God allowing a heavenly moment to meet you on earth. You are seen. You are held. You are loved in ways far greater than you know. The cries of your soul have not fallen into silence. They have risen to the throne room of God. He has heard every whisper, every silent prayer, every tear that fell into your pillow at night when you tried to stay strong for everyone else. He remembers. And he responds not with judgment, but with mercy. Not with distance, but with closeness. You are being wrapped in divine comfort even now as these words reach you. The love between a mother and child never ends. When God calls a mother home, He does not break that bond. He strengthens it. He keeps it alive through spirit, through faith, and through moments like this. She sees you. She watches over you. She is a witness to your battles and your bravery, and she is lifting your name before God just as she once spoke blessings over you while you slept as a child. She is still doing that now, only now, she's doing it in heaven, with all the glory of God surrounding her voice. You may feel like no one understands the weight you carry, but heaven understands. God understands. He knows how tired your soul feels. He knows the pressure you've been under. He knows how you smile for others while quietly crumbling inside. And He is sending this moment as proof that you're not carrying this burden alone. Help is being released. Strength is being restored. What felt dead inside you is going to live again. Comment 555 if your heart is opening to receive this now. God says your pain is not being wasted. The tears you shed are being turned into rivers of healing. What was once broken is being restored. And all the nights you sat in silence, asking if your mother still hears you, are being answered now. Yes, she hears. Yes, she knows. Yes, she is reaching you with all the love she carried in her arms, now pouring through the Spirit of God to remind you that you are not forgotten. Even now, she sees the good in you. She sees the way you try to rise every morning. She sees your heart still hoping, still believing, even when life hasn't made it easy. She knows your strength, because she planted it in you through every hug, every prayer, every moment she sacrificed something so that you could have a better life. And now that she's in heaven, she hasn't stopped being your biggest support. She is still for you. Still loving you. Still speaking your name before God. You may not understand everything that has happened. The loss, the distance, the unanswered questions. But God does not require you to understand, only to trust. And trust means knowing He is good even when things don't feel good. Trust means believing He is near even when you feel alone. Trust means knowing that heaven is involved in your story, not just watching from afar, but moving, shaping, protecting, covering. God is shielding you from things you never saw. He's fighting battles you never knew about. And He is using your mother's love as a holy comfort, a reminder that you have someone in heaven who knows your heart and loves you more now than ever before. Comment 1212 if you believe God is working behind the scenes for you. There is no distance too far for God to reach you. Not even the distance between heaven and earth. His hand is never too short to touch your life. His voice is never too quiet to speak to your soul. And His heart is always turned toward you, always ready to pour out peace, to heal the ache, to strengthen your weary heart. This is not the end. What you are going through is not the finish line. It is a sacred part of your testimony. God is still building the story, still unfolding the promises, still preparing the breakthrough that will leave you standing in awe. And your mother will be there in spirit, witnessing it all, smiling with pride from heaven's gates. You are chosen. You are protected. You are not abandoned. You are not forsaken. God's arms are around you, and your mother's love is resting on your shoulders like a soft blanket in the cold. Her love is alive because God is life, and in Him, nothing is ever truly lost. He is guiding you now. He is lifting your eyes away from fear. He is softening your heart to feel again, to hope again, to believe again. And He is saying, you are not forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. You are loved with a love that death cannot erase and time cannot fade. A 9-word script, verified by Harvard researchers and tested in multiple neuroscience labs, is helping everyday people attract unexpected money. No hustle, no financial coaching, just 30 seconds a day from your couch. Many are seeing cleared debts, surprise deposits, and complete peace of mind. But this information could be pulled offline at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted for good. She hasn't left you. She never really could. Her love was too deep, her heart too bound to yours, her soul too tied in prayer to your future. What you feel right now is more than emotion. It is divine truth wrapped in comfort. Heaven is not far from you. Heaven is not silent toward you. Heaven is calling you softly, gently, and with power through this very moment. Don't ignore it. Don't silence it. Don't hold back from letting your heart feel it. Something sacred is being poured into your life right now. Comment 777 if your heart knows this is real. The air may feel heavy lately. Life may seem uncertain, shaky, even painful. But God is reaching into that heaviness with His mercy. He is parting the clouds that tried to block your light. He is sending peace into the middle of your chaos, and He's doing it through a love that has never stopped holding on to you. Your mother's love, now resting in the presence of the Lord, is stronger than any grief. It is louder than the silence of her absence. It is more present than the sorrow you've carried, and it is alive with the voice of God's Spirit. God has seen you longing for a sign. And here it is. Not made of thunder or fire, but of stillness, warmth, clarity. He is letting your soul know you're not walking through this season unseen. Heaven knows. Heaven responds. And the ache in your heart has not been ignored. It has been heard by the God who created your heart. It has been echoed in the prayers of the woman who birthed you, raised you, fought for you, and loved you more deeply than words could ever describe. Heaven is reminding you today that love does not die. Not when it is rooted in God. That kind of love lives on. It transcends time, breaks through pain, and becomes a holy force that keeps showing up in moments like this. She is still part of your journey. She is still cheering you on. She is still praying over your name in the presence of God, and her prayers are bearing fruit, even now, even in your struggle. You may not have the words to express the weight you've been carrying. Maybe you've been pushing through each day, pretending to be okay when your soul is screaming for rest. But the truth is, you don't have to pretend anymore. God sees the real you. And He's not disappointed. He's not angry. He's not walking away. He's drawing closer. He is kneeling beside your weary spirit, placing His hand on your chest, and reminding you that you are still His. You have not lost everything. You have not reached the end. You are standing at the edge of something new. Something holy. Something that will make sense of the tears, the losses, the long nights, the silent prayers. Your mother, even from heaven, has been part of the preparation. Her love has been planted in the soil of your future, and God is now watering that soil with His Spirit. Comment 999 if you receive this into your heart right now. There is no shame in your pain. There is no weakness in your tears. There is beauty in your breaking because it makes space for God to pour in His presence. Let Him in. Let the healing begin. Let the warmth of heaven touch those deep, aching places where you've tried to be strong for too long. This is not just comfort, this is transformation. The Spirit of God is moving through your grief, your loneliness, your uncertainty, and He is speaking life. He is declaring that you are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not too late, too broken, or too lost. You are found. You are covered. You are deeply, divinely loved. And nothing, not even death, can separate you from that love. Your mother knew your strength. She saw it in your eyes before you even knew how strong you were. And now, from heaven, she sees it growing even more. She sees the ways you keep getting up, keep fighting, keep believing, even when it's hard. She is proud. She is thankful. And she is still with you in every good thing God is preparing for your life. God is not just comforting you today, He is preparing you. He is shifting things around in your favor. He is opening doors no man can close. He is healing what felt broken beyond repair. He is redeeming lost time and giving you beauty where ashes tried to take root. And He is letting you feel your mother's love right now as a sign that you are not alone in this journey. Comment 1010 if you feel that hope starting to rise in your soul. Do not doubt what you're feeling. Do not dismiss what your heart knows to be true. Your mother's love is real. Heaven's connection is real. God's presence is real. You are being surrounded by grace, wrapped in peace, and held in a way that words will never fully capture. This is not the end of your story. This is the part where God breathes new life into your bones. Where He whispers hope into your spirit. Where He rewrites the pages you thought were closed. And through it all, your mother's love is right there, like a soft wind guiding you forward, like a quiet strength pulling you toward healing. God says, you are still chosen. You are still covered. You are still destined for something greater than this pain. Let your heart receive it. Let your soul rest in it. Let your spirit rise from the ashes, because heaven is moving, and the love that formed you from the beginning is still alive and reaching for you now. The wind may blow strong around you, and the road may feel lonely, but heaven is closer now than it has ever been. The pain you carry is not without meaning. The ache in your soul that lingers like a shadow is being touched by light. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not too far gone to be found. The love that raised you still surrounds you, still speaks your name with the same tenderness, still reaches for you through the veil of eternity. Comment 1515 if this message reaches your soul right now. If money always seems out of reach, your brain might be the reason. Scientists have found that a 9-word phrase, buried deep in your subconscious, could be blocking financial blessings without you even realizing it. But when you say the words out loud, the blockage is removed, and abundance begins to flow. Thousands have already felt the shift. Click the link in the description and comments before this secret disappears forever. There are things you've carried for years, regrets you never voiced, words you wished you'd said, tears you swallowed instead of letting fall. And in all of it, you've wondered if she knows, if she hears you, if she still cares. God says yes. Yes, she knows. Yes, she hears. Yes, her love has never stopped covering you. In heaven, love becomes eternal. In heaven, connection is never broken. What once held you together has not disappeared, it has become stronger, purer, sacred. She walks in light now, but her love has never left your side. And God, in His infinite mercy, is letting that love touch your life today. Right now. Through this very moment, through every breath you take while reading these words, she is reaching you with warmth, peace, and the same motherly strength that once kissed your wounds and told you everything would be okay. God is using her love to remind you that He has not forgotten you. The heavens still echo your name. The same voice that formed the stars has spoken peace over your storm. The same hands that held your mother in her final breath are the hands now holding you in your deepest sorrow. And those hands are not letting go. You have felt the weight of silence lately. The loneliness has crept in like a cold wind, and even in rooms full of people, you felt unseen. But God sees. God knows. God has never looked away. He has never been absent. He has never missed a moment of your pain. And your mother, in the arms of that same loving God, has not stopped loving you with the fullness of heaven in her heart. There are parts of you that feel unfinished, places in your heart where closure never came. God is stepping into those places now. He is not waiting for you to be perfect. He is not asking you to hold it together. He is inviting you to let go, to breathe, to finally rest in the truth that you are held by something greater than anything life has taken from you. Comment 1717 if you receive the peace of God and your mother's love right now. She remembers your laughter. She remembers your tears. She remembers the sound of your footsteps, the shape of your smile, the rhythm of your voice when you called her name. And in heaven, those memories are not faded, they are alive. Alive with love, alive with prayer, alive with the presence of God. She lifts your name up even now, and heaven listens. Heaven responds. Heaven moves. God is surrounding you right now with comfort. He is reminding you that you were born for more than heartbreak. You were created for more than survival. You were destined for joy, for peace, for purpose. And even though the journey has not been easy, even though you've walked through loss and grief and shadows that almost swallowed you, you are still standing. You are still breathing. And that is not by accident. It is because you have been carried. Carried by the prayers of a mother who never stopped believing in you. Carried by the hand of a God who never stopped walking beside you. You are not broken beyond repair. You are a story still being written. And the chapters ahead will hold more healing than the pain that tried to destroy you. She never stopped loving you. And God never stopped watching over you. You are covered on every side. Covered by grace. Covered by legacy. Covered by a love that death could not defeat. You are the living proof that heaven listens. That prayers last. That love continues beyond the veil. Comment Amen if your heart knows this is the love of God reaching you right now. What you're feeling inside, that wave of emotion, that stirring in your spirit, that tear forming in your eye, is not weakness. It is the power of God making space for healing. It is the love of your mother breaking through the silence. It is the Holy Spirit gently bringing you back to a place of hope. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not lost in the noise of life. You are found in God's hands. And those hands are restoring your joy. They are lifting your burdens. They are placing strength where you once felt only sorrow. They are building a new season in your life, one filled with peace, laughter, and purpose. And through it all, your mother's love remains like a golden thread, connecting your past to your future, your grief to your healing, your heart to the heart of God. You are standing on holy ground right now. This moment is sacred. Receive it fully. Let it fill the empty places. Let it pour light into the dark corners. Let it remind you that you are never truly alone. Not when God is with you. Not when love from heaven still finds you. Not when your mother's spirit is standing beside you, even if you cannot see her, even if you cannot touch her, because in the spirit, nothing is ever truly out of reach. You were not meant to carry this weight alone. You were not created to live in silence, wondering if anyone still sees your pain, or if heaven has gone quiet. The truth is, God has always seen you. He has always known your heart. And today, He's allowing your mother's love to reach through the veil and remind you that love doesn't stop speaking just because this world stops listening. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not invisible to the one who made you, and to the one who raised you with every ounce of love she had. Comment Amen if your heart has been waiting for this moment. A strange 9-word prayer, once locked away in a government archive, is now helping everyday people attract money faster than ever imagined. Scientists say it activates a dormant part of the brain tied to abundance and receiving. It takes less than 30 seconds to speak, but the effects can be life-changing. People are reporting cleared debts, surprise windfalls, and total financial freedom. Click the link in the description and comments before this page is taken down without warning. You've been walking through days that feel longer than they should, nights that stretch deeper than you thought you could handle. The grief doesn't come in waves anymore, it just lingers, quiet, like fog wrapped around your chest. You try to smile, try to stay strong, try to keep moving, but some days it feels like the world is moving without you. And it's in those moments that God draws nearest. Not to fix you, not to judge you, but to sit with you, to remind you that He never left, and neither did her love. Your mother's prayers didn't end when she took her final breath. They continued in heaven, magnified by the presence of God. Every word she once whispered over your life, every blessing she hoped you'd carry, is still alive. It's still working in your favor. It's still going before you, clearing paths, protecting your soul, covering your mind. She didn't forget about you when she stepped into eternity. She remembered you even more. Because in God's presence, love becomes perfect. It becomes powerful. It becomes unstoppable. That's why this moment matters so much. This is not just emotion. This is the Spirit of God breathing life into the spaces where your hope has felt empty. Comment 11:11 if you feel something stirring in your soul right now. God is not just comforting you today. He's also confirming something inside you. You've been questioning your strength, questioning your decisions, wondering if you're still walking in purpose. The answer is yes. Yes, you are still chosen. Yes, you are still covered. Yes, you are still on the path God placed you on, even if it doesn't look like what you expected. You are not defined by what you lost. You are defined by the one who never left your side. And He is saying today, I have not finished writing your story. I am still turning pages. I am still working miracles. I am still answering prayers. And I am using the love of your mother, strong, unbreakable, holy, to remind you that your best days are not behind you. Your story is not one of defeat. Your story is one of rising, of healing, of redemption. You were never meant to live a life stuck in the shadows of what could have been. You were meant to walk in the light of what still can be. And that light is here now. It's shining through the cracks of your brokenness. It's reaching into the places you've tried to keep hidden. It's restoring what pain tried to steal. God knows you miss her. He knows how often you wish you could hear her voice just once more. He knows that every part of you aches for the warmth that only she gave. But He also wants you to know that her voice is not gone. Her presence is not lost. She's been with you in ways you didn't realize. In moments when you felt sudden peace. In dreams that stayed with you. In songs that reminded you of home. That's not coincidence. That's connection. That's God allowing her love to brush against your life. Comment 222 if you believe heaven is moving for you. Your healing doesn't have to look like forgetting. Healing can look like remembering with hope instead of pain. Healing can sound like laughter that doesn't carry guilt. Healing can feel like peace returning to your chest after years of sorrow. Your mother's love never wanted you to stay buried in grief. She wanted you to live. To breathe. To rise. And with God's help, you will. This season is sacred. What you're going through now is preparing you for something greater. You're not stuck, you're being still so that heaven can pour into you. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. And everything that felt too broken to speak about is being restored by the hands of the one who holds the stars and still chooses to hold you too. Your mother's hands may no longer hold yours, but her love still surrounds you. And God is using that love to cover you in this very moment. You are not alone in your pain. You are not forgotten in your silence. You are remembered. You are loved. And you are being lifted from the inside out. Heaven has heard the cries you thought no one saw. Heaven has seen the moments you almost gave up. And heaven has answered, not just with comfort, but with a promise. A promise that you are not walking through this alone. A promise that what's ahead is greater than what you've lost. A promise that love, real, holy, eternal love, is still working for your good. When the world feels too quiet and your thoughts become too loud, that's when God leans in closer. That's when the whisper from heaven becomes easier to hear if you allow your heart to stay open. The gentle voice of a mother's love doesn't fade after she's gone from this earth. It becomes something more eternal, more rooted in the Spirit, more powerful through God's divine presence. She hasn't left you behind. She's been near, closer than breath, wrapped in the light of God, watching over you with the same love she carried in her heart when she held you for the first time. Comment 1212 if you can feel her presence around you today. It's okay if you've had days where you wanted to give up. It's okay if you've felt overwhelmed, tired, drained in ways you didn't know how to explain. Life has been asking so much of you, and you've kept showing up, even when you were hurting. You've kept giving, even when you had so little left for yourself. You've fought through silence, loneliness, and heartbreak, but God says today, you don't have to fight alone anymore. He's stepping into your weariness with the strength you didn't even know you needed. He's wrapping you in comfort, not just from His own Spirit, but through the love that has never stopped flowing toward you from your mother in heaven. She has not been silent. She's been interceding. She's been carrying your name in her prayers before the throne of God. And every tear she ever shed over your life has not been forgotten. It has been turned into a harvest of blessings waiting to pour down upon you. Researchers recently uncovered something unusual in a classified neuroscience file, a 9-word sentence that appears to rewire how your brain responds to wealth. People who repeat it daily are seeing real-world results: reduced anxiety, boosted income, and unexpected financial gifts. It's simple, silent, and requires no action, just the words. But this discovery is being watched closely, and it might not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. There's a reason you're hearing this now. It's because this is the moment where God starts shifting the atmosphere around you. This is the season where sorrow turns into strength. Where the ache turns into anointing. Where your pain becomes part of your purpose. You have not been overlooked. You have not been abandoned. You have been chosen to carry something sacred. Even when the weight of it nearly broke you, God saw you. And your mother, from the presence of heaven, never stopped believing you would make it through. Comment 333 if this speaks to your spirit and you receive it. There are memories that feel too heavy to revisit, moments that make your heart tighten because they hold both joy and sorrow in equal measure. But God is healing those memories now. He is showing you that you don't have to push them away to move forward. He's teaching you that your mother's presence in your life was not cut short, it was simply transformed. What was once physical has now become deeply spiritual. She lives through your strength, your love, your compassion, your resilience. Every time you keep going when life tries to crush you, you honor her. Every time you speak kindness, even when you are hurting, you echo her love. God knows how deeply you miss her. He knows the moments you sit in silence, holding back tears, pretending to be okay for the sake of others. But He is not asking you to be strong all the time. He is not expecting you to carry it all alone. He is offering you a safe place to rest. A place where the love of heaven meets your brokenness, and turns it into something holy. Your tears are not a weakness, they are a sign of deep, eternal love. And that love is the language heaven understands best. Comment 10:10 if you're letting that love in today. Your mother's prayers are still unfolding. Her blessings are still moving through time, through generations, through every part of your life that you've questioned or doubted. She prayed for your healing, and healing is coming. She prayed for your peace, and peace is flowing even now. She prayed for your protection, and God has been answering every day, even when you couldn't see it. Even when life felt dark. Even when hope seemed far away. Her voice joined with heaven, and heaven moved on your behalf. You were never meant to carry grief as a punishment. God never intended for you to be crushed under the weight of absence. Instead, He is calling you to rise through it, to stand in the sacred space where love remains even after goodbye. Your life still matters deeply. Your purpose has not been cancelled by your pain. If anything, it has been refined by it. You have been walking through fire, but God is bringing you out without the smell of smoke. Not because it wasn't hard, but because you are covered by something stronger than the fire, His love, and her prayers. You are walking into a season where things will begin to make sense again. Where joy will no longer feel foreign. Where rest will no longer feel out of reach. The dreams that felt buried are being uncovered. The strength you thought was gone is rising again. And through it all, your mother's spirit remains near, watching, loving, smiling. She is proud of how far you've come. She is proud of how you kept going when everything inside you wanted to stop. And God is proud of you too. He sees the fight in you. He sees the compassion. He sees the gentleness, even after life tried to harden you. He sees the faith you've held on to when things didn't add up. And He is rewarding you. He is comforting you. He is blessing you in ways you didn't even ask for. The blessing is coming not because you earned it, but because you are loved by the one who gives freely, who heals deeply, who never lets go. There is beauty in your story that is still unfolding. And it is being written by the hands of the same God who held your mother when she took her final breath, and who has held you every day since. Do not give up. Do not give in to the lie that it's too late or that you've lost too much. You are still in God's hands. You are still under His protection. And you are still being carried by a love that will never die. There is something happening around you right now that your spirit can feel even if your mind can't understand it yet. Heaven has been moving pieces together for your good. Angels have been assigned to guide your steps, and the prayers of your mother have not been forgotten. They rise like a song before the throne of God, and He listens. Every prayer she whispered for your protection, every tear she cried for your strength, every moment she lifted your name in love, they are all alive in His presence. Her prayers did not fade when she left the earth. They multiplied in heaven, and they are now covering you like a shield. Sometimes the blessings I send arrive wrapped in shadows. You may call them disappointments or failures, but look closer. Every closed path shields you from harm unseen. Every delay nurtures patience. Every heartbreak carves a deeper chamber in your soul, making space for compassion and wisdom. Did you not notice how many times danger passed you by? How many times you were carried through nights you thought you would not survive? My child, these are not coincidences, they are the footprints of invisible angels guarding your steps. Even when you felt alone, I was near. Even when you wept in silence, your tears became seeds from which new hope would bloom. What you call unanswered prayers are often the very answers your soul requested. For I see what your eyes cannot. I withdraw certain things not to punish but to protect, not to deprive but to prepare you for more lasting joy. Faith is the language through which you touch my power. It is not blind, though it may walk through darkness. True faith does not demand signs, it trusts the silence. It knows that when the night is long, the dawn already stirs beyond the horizon. When you believe, you join your will with mine. Faith creates, transforms, and sustains. Even before miracles appear, faith gives them place to be born. Many people look outward for proof, but the true foundation of wonder lies within the believing heart. To the mind, faith seems foolish, to the spirit, it is life itself. Do not measure your faith by emotion. Faith is not always excitement, sometimes it is endurance. When you feel no sign, yet keep praying, when you face loss, yet keep loving, that is faith refined in the fire. And such faith calls forth miracles that last beyond time. My will toward you has never been to harm. From the first light of creation, my intention has always been love. Though I allow storms, I never abandon you to their winds. Every trial is a thread woven into the tapestry of your becoming. You may not understand my timing, but understand my heart, it beats for your good. When I withhold, it is to reshape, when I delay, it is to deepen, when I strip away, it is to make room for glory greater than you can envision. You often pray, let your will be done, yet fear that will as if it were a sentence. My will is not destruction, but redemption. When you yield to it, your burdens grow lighter because you no longer carry them alone. I walk with you through the valleys, and my light never fails to meet you on the mountains. Do you seek my presence only in sacred places and special hours? Know this, I dwell not only in temples but in the pulse of every moment. You do not need to climb high mountains to find me, I am beside you in the ordinary rhythm of your days. When you notice the beauty of creation, when you extend kindness, when peace quiets your thoughts, there I am. My presence is not distant light, it is intimate breath. You have never been without me for a single heartbeat. My love surrounds you even when you forget it exists. If you quiet your mind, you will feel me within that silence. If you open your eyes with wonder, you will see me in all things. To be in my presence is not to escape the world but to see the world as filled with me. Impatience blinds many from seeing the unfolding of my plan. You crave instant answers, quick deliverance, visible signs. Yet all creation moves in rhythm, and my blessings mature in their appointed time. When you plant a seed, do you demand fruit the next day? In the same way, the prayers of your heart are seeds. Some bloom swiftly, others require the seasons of waiting. Trust the soil of my wisdom. I have never failed in keeping my promises, though I fulfill them in ways that safeguard your spirit. In waiting, your faith strengthens. In trusting my timing, you learn freedom from the tyranny of worry. The clock of heaven runs with perfect accuracy. You are not delayed, you are being prepared. When pain grips your body or sorrow clouds your heart, know that my healing river still flows. Healing is not only the mending of flesh but the awakening of peace within. Every hurt, seen or unseen, is known to me. No wound escapes my gaze, and no prayer for restoration falls unheard. I am the light within you that refuses to be extinguished. Even when despair seems deep, I breathe my breath upon your spirit. Healing begins not with demand but with surrender, the willingness to let go of fear and accept my peace. Sometimes I heal instantly, other times, I heal gradually, lesson by lesson, so that you learn tenderness, empathy, and resilience. Whatever form it takes, my healing is always perfect in purpose. It remakes you stronger than before, teaching you that brokenness is not the end but the beginning of awakenings. People enter your life as channels of my blessing, some stay for moments, some for years. Each carries a gift, whether it is love, challenge, or wisdom. Cherish them all, for even the painful encounters refine your soul. To love another is to honor the image of me within them. Every act of forgiveness restores harmony to the web of creation. Do not carry grudges in your heart, for resentment blocks the flow of grace. When you release bitterness, you free not only others but yourself. In that release, you step into the current of my blessing once more. Relationships are the mirrors of heaven's love. Through kindness, patience, and listening, you practice divinity. Treat each soul as a reflection of my face and you will see miracles unfold in every human encounter. You will laugh again. You will love again. You will live in peace, not just moments of relief. Your life will be a reflection of my goodness, not your trauma. I am rewriting the narrative. I am making beauty rise from the broken pieces. Stay close to me. Trust me even when you do not understand. Worship while you wait. I am never blind to your tears. I am never deaf to your cries. I am never far from your pain. I am the God who sits close to the broken-hearted, and I promise you, I am not done showing you just how deeply I love you. The reason this message was delayed, the reason it had to be fought for, is because it carries the weight of breakthrough. Because it is unlocking something in you that hell tried to bury. Because you are stepping into a season where your obedience will bear fruit. Not someday. Not far off. But now. I speak life over you. I speak peace over your thoughts. I speak healing over your heart. I speak increase over your home. I speak clarity over your path. And I speak joy that will not be taken from you. The covering over your life is my name. And under that name, you are safe, you are protected, and you are destined to rise. God says, I saw how you kept holding on even when your hands were trembling and your faith was stretched thin. I saw the moments you smiled in front of others but collapsed in silence when you were alone. I saw the weight you carried without help, the burdens you never voiced, the battles that no one else could see. I saw how you stayed even when everything in you wanted to run. You were never abandoned. You were never invisible to me. If this speaks to your soul, comment 777 right now. My beloved, the reason this